This video is about my perspective on bipolar disorder. Um, I was diagnosed in 2003. I think that appears to have been an accurate diagnosis, but I think that it started before that. It wasn't recognized. My generally, I was on the depression, the end of depression pole, since I was maybe about 14. And since learning more about it, I've sort of looked back at times in my life before my diagnosis, and I noticed a few things that kind of pointed in that direction, but sort of inconclusive. You know, what it feels like to me is, well, I remember the first hypomanic episode that I noticed was, I think, in 1991, and I think I already had it at that time. I would have been about 22, but I was on an antidepressant called Nardil, and Nardil can cause hypomania. But, I had read the DSM-3 at the time, and I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the section about the bipolar disorders. But Nardil caused me to have hypomania, but I didn't recognize that. I didn't know. I just thought it cured me. Because of some of the side effects of Nardil and the fact that I think I often eventually was throwing my dose up every day, it didn't work anymore, really. And I just went back to the depression. But then in 2003, I think I was on Zoloft at the time, but I'm not sure. All of a sudden, the depression went away, and I was having what I think was probably hypomania, but I didn't recognize it. I just thought, oh, it's gone. No, I'm cured, and that lasted for 6 weeks, and then it went away, and I was like, so a few more weeks went by, and one thing that can stimulate a manic response in me is music and concerts. And I went to one, and I had another 4-week span of hypomania. I still wasn't sure what it was, but I told my psychiatrist, and he wanted to put me on Depakote. He said he had bipolar disorder. Of course, I said, no, I'm not going to take Depakote. And then over the next few years, I would have the occasional hypomanic episode, usually only lasting a week and a half or maybe a month. I had one that was sort of breaking the bounds of hypomania into straight mania. It was for about 3 months in 2005, and I engaged in a lot of the behaviors, activities that people who are floridly manic sometimes do. It lasted 3 months, and then it left. And as I've gotten older, it's kind of switched to, I don't really experience hypomania. Hypomania is, to me at least, it's a wonderful feeling. It's awesome. Straight out mania it's better than depression. Anything's better than that. But I'm very agitated. I can't focus on anything. I get really, really angry, whether provoked or not. But I go back to when I was a little girl and I would trash my room, and maybe that was just a temper tantrum. I don't know. And the highs and lows, and how feeling lost so intently. I think the worst part of it is the bottom pole, I would say. For me, that's just for me. I've never gone to prison as a result of anything I've done. I've never gotten arrested. Um, that's just my experience with it.